pondered on that for a second, I was like, wow, we could be really powerful. We have a lot of potential. And I see it through our history. When you look at Nelson Mandela, who was in jail for 27 years to oppose the system because he wanted to fight for his freedom and for his race. We see Muhammad Ali and Malcolm X that fought with tenacity and swagger against the whole world. They're unique character that we can walk behind. These guys are amazing. We saw Rosa Parks, who didn't give up her seat to show us what equality looks like, to show us a glimpse of our future. You see, these guys are amazing. These people are so great, but sadly, I see a divide. I see something different in our generation. For some reason, the youth of today, they don't walk with virtue. They walk with sin. They don't use their intelligence. Instead, they use arrogance and ignorance. You see, they don't have clarity of mind, so they walk astray from unity. But you see, God gave me clarity of mind through the book of Jonah. You see, God said to Jonah, Jonah, you must go to Nineveh. You must go to Nineveh and save my people, for they're moving astray from me. They don't know what they are doing. You got to save them. And he said, yes, God, I understand you, but this path that you laid out for me, when I look, I see suffering. When I look, I see insurmountable mountains that I don't think I can climb. I don't think you have the right person. I think I'm not the one. You see, a lot of us, God gives us the path and we say, God, I understand, but I'm doing my thing. God, I'm living my best life. God, I'm doing me. And you see, that's not the way. Because that just means you're living selfishly. And you're filling that void in your heart with worldly possessions and not of the Spirit. You see, Jonah, he walked backwards. And we are walking backwards. You see what happens when you walk backwards? Not only do you end up in the belly of the beast, but so do your brothers and sisters. Because whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not, there's someone who looks up to you. There's someone who believes in you. There's someone who you are influencing every day of your life. So when you walk backwards, you bring your brothers and sisters as well. But the difference is when you walk forwards, that means you can be influencing someone great into their life. Someone who's in the shadow waiting. You can influence them to rise up and be the person who they're supposed to be. So the people of the past, they place this seed in the ground. And it is growing, but it hasn't fully taken place. But the roots are there for the foundation that we must use to move forward. You see, a person once said that God gave him the strength to climb the mountain. And when he climbed the mountain, he looked over and saw the promised land. And he was happy because he knew that he wouldn't make it in his time. But he knew the people of today would be able to take up his mantle and move forward. So I say to everyone here to move forward, find your purpose, and take a step every day. Take a step. And with each step that we take, we move forward.